Hello, happy Monday, and welcome to our Meeting of the Minds Mondays. I am your host, Intellects, and we are going to jump right in. But before we do, just a couple of announcements. So, Showcase Your Talent show for January and February will be the last Sunday of this month. February 25th from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom, live stream to YouTube and other platforms. So stay tuned for that. It's a 2-for-1 special. So the first half of the show will be for January. The second half will be for February, and there will be 2 prize winners. All right. It could be one that's going home with both prizes. Either way, if you would like to participate in the 2-for-1 showcase that we have this month, you can sign up at intellects.com or go to the link in our bio so that you can be a part of this momentous occasion. All right. We also have so much going on here at Intellects, but if you want to stay in the know on the know, make sure to subscribe to our email list, our YouTube channel, and our app, which we'll discuss later on. All right. So thank you for coming back for another segment of Meeting of the Minds Mondays. Our topic is a continuation from last month, and if you have not tuned in to last month's topic, make sure to check out part 1. But we are going to be talking about monetizing your craft, part 2. All right, we are back with another segment. And if you missed it again, make sure to check it out on our YouTube channel, on our pages. You can go and it is available. All right. And so last time we heard from Chardonnay, who talked about different apps, different marketplaces, different ways to put yourself out there so you can create some type of income for your craft. And also Super Duty Tough Work, who started off telling you a little bit about what you need to do. So we are going to pick back up on that conversation. So check this out.
Even start to monetize.
And then you can expand. Once you have your thing,
Yes.
buckled down, that's why now I can sell beats too.
Yes.
Because of the rapping.
Yes.
It's not
the other way around.
Nah, not the other way around at all. I can monetize the beat making now because people know me as a rapper and they're like, oh, he makes beats now too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And keep in mind that the way people know you make beats is because they follow you on social media.
Because I rap.
Thank you. As a Logic, the rapper.
Right.
And they got there and they're like, oh, wait a minute.
Yep.
He's doing beats now? Mm-hmm. Oh, I like that. This sounds cool. And the more you repeat that, the more they know that in addition to being the rapper that I followed you for, you're good at production.
Right.
And, that's what you have to do. If you're at home, you're wondering, how can I monetize my craft, my brand? First of all, iron out exactly what it is that you do. And do not name 3 things. Mm-hmm. Be honest with yourself. You may be a jack of, many trades, but you're a master of none. What is it that when people think of you, that they say you do?
Right.
And sometimes we have a brand that has to change. We had Jay Zone on the podcast, and he was known as a rapper producer at one point.
Right.
Now he's known as a drummer.
Yeah.
He had to disappear for many years. He had to redefine himself and really, really flood, social media and everything with his story. Like, this is my story. He wrote a book about quitting, and that book kind of opened the door to his return in a different form. But without that, his brand would still be, you're the rapper.
Right.
And to many people it is. But his body of work as a drummer now is starting to be just as big, if not bigger, than his rap career.
And it's all flames.
Yes, very true. Yes, support Jay Zone. Friend of the podcast. So that's step number 1. Define your thing. Okay. Step number 2. Define your position. Now, position is a weird word that people don't really know, but in branding, it's called positioning. Mm-hmm. In positioning, it can refer to, I guess, the level you want to operate at. So let me say, for example, you have a label like No Limit Records, right? If you look at the history of No Limit Records with Master P, they put out records almost every week.
Oh, yeah.
Their artwork wasn't that good.
No, it wasn't.
But they were known as a label who would give you consistent Southern music all the time.
Right.
Every artist on that label had at least 5 records.
Yeah.
You know, and they put them all out like every year. Like you'd hear a Silk record, you know what I'm saying? Like a Mia X record. It was just dropping too many records. It's 30 Master P records in 5 years, right?
Right. Double albums and shit.
Yeah, but their brand was built on that, right? Now you compare and contrast that to a label, like let's say like Rockefeller. You might get a Benny Siegel album once every 3-4 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Even a J record.
Even a J record every 3-4 years. Every 2 years was good if you did that. But they weren't known as a label who just rushed stuff out, got it out, and just fed the market over and over. They were looked upon more as like a boutique approach. So I use it as an example because if you want to monetize your brand, you need to know what you are.
Right.
And what you are means, okay, am I the guy who does music videos for everybody who asks me?
Right.
Or am I the guy who steps to people I deeply respect and admire and says, hey, next time you're working on a music video, I'd love to do something for you. Keep me in mind. And then and in that way, I make sure that I don't have to take work that I'm not inspired by.
Right.
I become almost like a boutique video producer.
Yeah, you kind of specialize in certain things.
Right. Whereas other videographers get way more work than me.
Oh yeah.
And they probably only like 10% of it.
Right. We've had conversations with some people.
Yeah. You know, so they sit around but they do it because the money's in it. They made a decision that their position in the market would be as the guy who does anybody's music video.
Yeah, and that's their thing.
Yes.
They've defined their thing as I shoot music videos.
Yep.
Whether I like them or not, whether I like the music or not, I shoot music videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with the camera. I'm good at editing. I shoot music videos.
Yeah.
You pay me, I shoot your video.
That's it.
That's what I do.
The end.
Yeah, that's it.
And you know, and that decision is predicated not upon like, for me, it's predicated upon art, right? Because I still am an artist,
right?
And music videos is something different for me, but for them, the decision is predicated upon you having the money that they need,
right?
That's it.
Yeah.
There is no, well, I hope he ain't talking nothing reckless.
Right.
There is no, this song kind of sucks.
Right.
Or I don't feel comfortable shooting in this neighborhood.
Right.
There ain't none of that.
Nah.
It's like, you got the money.
Yep.
I'll be there.
I got the camera. That's it.
Give me a couple weeks. You'll have a video.
Yep.
That's all, man. You have to make some decisions because how can you monetize your craft if you don't even know how to price it properly? If you don't know the audience that your craft is for, you know, my music videos, I feel like they're for artists who are in my lane.
Right.
So I can do an atmosphere video, an Illogic video, superstition videos, right? It's nothing to me. I could do a shrapnel video. It's like, I'm just messing with guys who are my peers.
Right.
And that way I automatically know I'm excited about my work. When I shoot it, when we look at it on set, we're like, oh, we can't wait to see this.
Yeah.
Because I'm amped. And I personally would have a hard time positioning my business as something different because it would affect my motivation.
Yeah.
And so it's something you got to think about.
Yeah.
And that's positioning. You know, another example before I move on is look at Griselda Records.
Oh, yeah.
All artists have merchandise, but Griselda Records and Westside Gun have positioned their merchandise in a boutique fashion.
Yeah.
They don't have merchandise available all the time.
Oh, no.
In fact, once a month, he'll basically say, hey, between now, it'll be Friday and Sunday.
Yeah.
We got this new shirt.
Yeah.
And if you don't get that new shirt,
it's gone
forever.
It's a wrap.
The shirt will be $60, you know, or maybe it's a hoodie that's $100. It will be nice as you could possibly make it, though. He's not selling you no bullshit. He's selling you top of the line, boutique style, high quality clothing. Some people are just selling a t-shirt. When you buy his shit, you don't just get a piece of clothing. You get the aura, the prestige, you know what I'm saying? The elite status that comes along with owning something that not only most people will never get because it's going to run out too fast, but that you have to really be committed to get. So it's like you had to wait until he was posting it. You had to be Johnny on the spot. You had to have enough money to afford it. And you had to be, you know, patient enough to get it.
Yeah.
You could just walk in Walmart and buy a Griselda hoodie.
Nah, you can't.
You know, you can barely buy them at the shows.
Yeah, Rock Marciano does the same
thing.
same style of selling.
Yeah. And so positioning is very important. And I'm not suggesting that everyone should copy what Rock Marciano or Griselda is doing. I'm saying that there's just ways that you got to figure out what your audience responds to.
Because everybody can't, though. Like, Griselda has a mystique about them.
Yes.
That allows for that. Rock Marciano has a mystique about him that allows for that. Johnny on the street can't just come out and say, I got a hoodie for $100.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? That shit'll be there for years.
Yeah.
It'll never sell out. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have the mystique to go along with having that style of positioning and that style of marketing and branding.
It's true, man. It's true. So think about them like, you may realize through trial and error that, okay, man, maybe I can't sell a $25 download.
Right.
Maybe my downloads move the fastest at 5. Maybe I just need to sell volume, or maybe if I would have approached this thing and said, okay, well, maybe I want to do music videos for Illogic and Superstition and Atmosphere. And what if they would have been like, it's cool.
Yeah.
Would I have changed my approach?
Right.
I said, okay, well, I just do them for anybody who wants it.
Yeah.
As long as you got the money, let's
do it. Get it cracking.
Right? Because your decision is going to impact how you monetize your craft.
Right.
So that's number 2. Okay. Number 3. And this kind of follows up the first 2 naturally. This is like we laying out I don't want to hear no complaints after this. I'm giving y'all the keys to the game right here. Number 3, products and services.
Yeah. What do you offer? Yeah.
Define your products and services.
Yeah.
Like, you go into a restaurant, they got a menu, don't they?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You go into an auto repair shop, they got prices up there.
Yep.
Tune up is this much.
Yeah.
Oil change is this much. Yeah, we got artists out here who claim that they can't make money off their craft, but they ain't got no products and services.
Nope. No products and services.
Like, what's going on here? I can't monetize my passion. I can't monetize my brand. Well, what are you selling?
Yeah. Well, they know. No, they don't.
They think, they know what it is. They're going to hit you with they know what it is.
All right, y'all. I hope you had your pens or pencils and pads out because they were dropping some game today. All right. And for those of you who just tuned in, welcome to our meeting of the minds. We are doing our part 2 on monetizing your craft. Now, they went over 3 things to help you monetize your craft, and they all start with defining. All right. Defining your brand. Defining your position, figuring out what works best for your audience. Because if you are selling anything, if you want people to subscribe to what you have going on, then there has to be something for them that they want, or else it'll be, oh, I like this, but no one else likes this. Well, are you selling to yourself or are you selling to other people? Right? So figuring out what works best for you is not the thing to get people to sign on to what you got. You have to appeal to your audience, all right? And figure out what it is that you are offering, okay? Define your products and services. If you're not selling anything, how can people buy what you're not selling, right? So make sure that you have a clear vision, a clear plan. Figure out what brand you have, because you could be great at a lot of things, but what's the one thing that tops all of that? That's what you should hone in on first, and then add those other things once you have a base, once you have clientele, all of those things, right? Figure that out first. Okay, so if you have any questions, if you have anything you want to add, put it in the chat. Tag people, share this out so other people can hop on and share what it is that they want to share, to chime in, because this is something that we should all want to do, is monetize our craft. And everybody on here might have something, might have an idea, might have a product or service, might have a brand, and then they're just missing that one factor that'll help them to start making some money, some coins. Okay, so I hope this is helping somebody. All right, but definitely define, be specific about what it is that you're doing. What is your brand? So for example, here at Intellects, we are the Indeed for artists. So we connect you all with what you need so that we can promote your unique artistry to the best of our ability. All right. And so That is our brand. We help you so that you can help you. All right. As far as the products and services that we have our talent showcase, we have seminars, we have books, we have merch, we have a bunch of things focused around intellects. All right. So that is our focal point. As far as our position, what works for y'all? We ask for feedback all the time, so that helps us to hone in on what it is that you need. So if it's other seminars, if it's workshops, if it's classes, if it's um, experts in their field, if you need a photographer, if you need a space, if you need this, if you need that, help with publishing, help with whatever, we have it here. All right, so our vision and our mission is clear and concise, to where when you come, you check out our website, everything that you need is all in one place, the one shop artist stop. All right, so we have everything in one place, and we are specific about what it is that you need help with. And if there's anything on there that you need help with that's not specific, you can fill out an inquiry form and tell us your specifics, and we will design something that's customized specifically to you. So that's what we do, right? A lot of people are makeup artists, or are specifically dancers, or singers, or poets, or other types of artists, that have a brand, that have a business, maybe real estate, or whatever it may be. Whatever it is that you do, people should know that that's what you do. And if they don't, you might want to reconsider how you are sharing who you are and what you do, your brand, your business, to your audience. Because if they're confused, then they're trying to figure out, how can you help me? And you all over the place, so try to be as specific as you can. All right, we're going to jump into the last portion, and of course it's going to be another part, because we can't get all the goods in one session. All right, so we'll be back next month with part 3, but check out this second clip to close out for this month.
What do you offer?
What do you offer? Yeah. Define your products and services.
Yeah.
Like, you go to a restaurant, they got a menu, don't they?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You go into an auto repair shop, they got prices up there.
Yep.
Tune up is this much.
Yeah.
Oil change is this much. Yeah, we got artists out here who claim that they can't make money off their craft, but they ain't got no products and services.
Nope. No products and services.
Like, what's going on here? I can't monetize my passion. I can't monetize my brand. Well, what are you selling?
Yeah. Well, they know. No, they don't.
They think, they know what it is. You know they're gonna hit you with they know what it is. They know.
They know me.
I know you and I don't know.
Yeah.
What are you selling?
I've known you for years.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
And understand that monetizing your craft is not even, especially as artists, we get caught into the show portion of it.
Mm-hmm.
We think that the show is how we monetize.
No, that's only a part of it.
Very
That's
small piece.
A small piece of it.
Yeah, very small piece.
Because at the show, if you don't have no merch, you missing out on a bunch of monetization.
You're losing.
Your brand is not popping.
Right.
You have no merch.
Yeah. And that's what leads guys to go to shows and think that, well, I make money off the door and that's how I survive, live or die in this thing. It's like, nah, man, your monetization goes so much further beyond the show.
Yeah.
You're
missing out.
Yes. One small avenue. Like you say, your merch. Where's your mailing list at? Where's your, you got your t-shirts? Is it your logo on there? Mm-hmm. Is your music available? How are you doing this? Do you have free stickers? Do you have, like, all of these things ultimately are going to build your brand up more and create this association that you need, which is his art is worthy of supporting.
Yeah.
And if you haven't created that association, you're going to struggle. Mm-hmm. The earlier the sooner you start, the better. Like the sooner, you can't do 1 million free shows and then, this one is 25.
Right. Nah, don't work that way.
Got to build up to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't, people look at you like you're crazy. Like 25, I just saw you for nothing last week.
Right.
Wasn't even a good show.
Yeah.
Lucky it was free.
I wouldn't have been there.
Right.
I wouldn't crib.
You're not that good, to be honest. So create products and services, man. If your brand is already built, you have to start thinking, okay, because you already know what your thing is. Mm-hmm. I rap. What do I do? What are my products and services? Mm-hmm. Albums.
Yeah.
Hey, where's your albums? Yeah. And then when it comes to music, it's okay. How many formats can I actually sell?
Yeah.
Can I sell a 45 of a single that's exclusive?
Yeah.
Can I sell vinyl of some colored vinyl? Okay. For me, it's like, okay, I can sell vinyl. I can sell CDs. I got MP3s.
Yeah.
I got downloads. I got books and PDFs.
Yeah.
Bruh, I'm monetizing the whole shebang.
Yeah, I mean, a show is like a pop-up shop.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you should treat it. Like a show is like the performance is, when you go to pop-up shops, usually they have performances. They have, like some kind of art show or some kind of thing. And then they have merchandise.
Thank you.
That's what a pop-up shop is. It's a pop-up in that city or that, on that block for however long, a weekend, an hour, a couple hours, where you can purchase this merchandise that most likely is limited.
Thank you.
A lot of times when we go to cities and do shows, we're selling stuff that may not be in stores. Most of the time, especially like t-shirts and those kind of things, because make sure the stuff is limited, so people want to buy it.
Facts.
So it's like a pop-up shop. So you got to treat it that way. You can't just treat, my performance is you die broke that way. You die broke that way. You can't. You ain't no freaking way you can live off of just doing shows and not having no merch. No way.
No. You make a fraction of what you could make.
Oh, easily.
And even worse is that when you don't have merch, you have less of an opportunity to strengthen the connection with your fans.
Yeah, make an impact.
Yeah,
give them something to leave with.
They want to leave with something, man. They want to be able to rep the squad.
Yeah.
They want to take that moment that you gave them on stage and continue it.
Yep.
And when they think about you, oh man, let me rock this hoodie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I did get this from my man. This shit is fire.
Yeah.
But if you don't give them that, they can't take the CD, they can't buy the book, then you're just leaving them with a memory that will probably be replaced very fast with something else.
It'll fade.
Yeah. What I also don't get, add on to your pop-up shop thing, is like, why is it that most artists understand the concept of a pop-up shop as a consumer, but don't understand its importance for them as an artist?
I don't know. It's a mindset. It's a mindset of making money. Yeah. It's a mindset of monetizing yourself and you being the product. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think people think of themselves as a product.
Yeah.
Like they might think of a CD and a shirt as a product, but they don't think of themselves. I'm the brand. I'm the walking brand, and anything that I bring with me is part of this brand. I mean, the way that we set our merch tables up, it's like a fucking store.
Yes.
Like
yes. We care about display, symmetry.
Yeah, all of that shit. Like this should be, that's why we take pictures of it, because it looks so good.
Ball of ass spread over here.
Right.
Come
merch thugging.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They don't know. Yeah, it's true. They underestimate, like, yo, this is you. This is very important. Some people will see this soon as they walk in the door.
Right.
And if you're not on your post and your merch is not there, then you've lost an opportunity to create a new fan, to give them something to leave with, all because you didn't want to put in the work.
Right.
Like products and services. I mean, to add on to that, like you said earlier, we sell beats. We sell features. When people, whatever people need, like I've written stuff for other people's books, forwards for other people's books. Like people hire me for all kind of things now that I might not have thought about 10 years ago.
Right.
And now I think about it like, oh, this is dope. Hey, Print, we want you to come speak at this thing. Hey, Print, would you want to do a seminar or workshop on this? These are things that before, hey, we want to pay you to sit on this panel and talk about the same thing we're talking about here,
right,
for free. It's only possible because people know that we've put ourselves in a position for that.
Right.
And we've done it long enough to where now we are looked upon as like, they are things that define our brand.
Right.
And that's number 3. Okay, we'll take a break and we'll be right back. What up, everybody? Blueprint here to let you guys know that all 3 of my books are finally back in stock. That means right here, What a Night. This book is back in stock. It's $10. This is a book about the worst shows of my career. That's 10. Word is Blog Volume 1 is back in stock. That's $10. And also, The Making of Adventures in Counterculture. This book is about my Adventures in Counterculture album. If you have the album, you love the album, you should have a book too. That's $10. All 3 of these books are back in stock for $10 each, or you can get all 3 of them for just $25 right now on waitlist.net. That's all I got today. Thanks for your support. Peace. All right, folks. Super duty tough work. We back. Blueprint, Logic, the dopest podcast on the planet.
Yep.
Y'all know.
They know what it is.
They know. Now, that's no exaggeration.
They know what it is.
If you listen to this, you know what it is.
You know what it is.
That's not even rapper talk. That's like facts.
Yeah, that's all facts.
If you would have made it this far, you didn't know what it is. some random shit.
Right.
So yeah, we talking about monetizing your craft, monetizing your brand. And we got 3 down. Now we're on number 4. Number 4, key is to build your portfolio / flood the market.
Yes.
I like to say flood the market because people sleep on that.
Yeah.
If you're just starting out.
Oh, you got hit on all the time. All the time.
Back to back to back to back to back.
Especially nowadays, it's so easy.
Yes.
You can record tonight, have it up, in a couple of days on Spotify.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Put it on your SoundCloud tonight.
Yes. That's the beauty of automation in this era. Like you're saying, even when I was blogging, which I think set the table for me to sell books, I wasn't writing a blog and posting it the same day.
Right.
Most of the time, I was writing blogs a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks in advance, putting them on the scheduler, automating all of my posts. And that allowed me to create momentum because I was just flooding it every other day. Like, yo, he wrote another blog. This was fire. Oh, I like this. Thank you for talking about that. This is dope. That wouldn't have been possible had I not went in like that. Whatever you do, whatever your brand is, there's going to come a point where you have to flood the market.
Yeah.
We saw it with Hype Williams when he did music videos.
Yep.
There was a point where he was doing everybody's music videos.
Every video was a Hype video.
Everything shot with the fisheye lens.
Yep, everything.
Yo, crazy ass, sped up shit. But it was a signature. Now you don't see that from him.
Nah.
Is it that he couldn't flood the market now? He doesn't have to.
You don't need to.
Because he's established.
Yeah, I'm Hype.
Yeah, I'm Hype William. The name precedes him.
Yeah, come on.
People just hit him up. Hype, will you do my music video?
Yeah.
He can say yay or nay.
Right.
No, thank you, family.
He's the brand.
He's the brand.
He's built the brand.
Yes, but for a while he had to flood the market.
Right.
Like, look at what, and we're going to come back to Griselda. Look at how much music Westside Gunn has dropped in the last 4 or 5 years.
Oh, so much.
He's dropped at least one mixtape and one album almost every year. One or the other. He's got, like, if you look at, and most of it just got put on streaming services.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So what did you think about what they were talking about in this segment? And of course, if for those of you just tuned in, welcome to Meeting of the Minds Mondays. We're in Monetizing Your Craft, Part 2. Make sure to come back next month for Part 3. And if you missed Part 1, go back on our page and look at that. Go on our YouTube channel and look at that. Go on our app and look at that. All right, because it's all there. All right, but just to go back, figure out exactly what it is that you want. Define your brand. Be specific. Don't be having a bunch of different things that you can do well. Focus on one thing that you do really well. Add those other things later on. Define your position. Where exactly are you? What does your audience want? Because it's about them, not you. So if something that you like, that you think other people will like, cool. It worked for Polo, right? He created designs for his wife and other people ended up liking it. That's one thing, but if you're more focused on whether you like it than your audience, that's another thing. All right, so be intentional about your definition when it comes to your brand, your position, as well as your products and services. And if you don't have any yet, make sure to get some. All right, make sure to add that to your repertoire for your business. And if you haven't started your business yet, what's stopping you? It's 2024, time to get moving. All right, and if everything's not in place, that's okay. Start where you at. Do it scared anyway. The people will come. All right, build up your repertoire, build up your clientele. So no matter what you do, no matter where you go, you got people with you willing to support you because your tribe will be there regardless. And what and who is for you won't miss you. So don't worry about those no's. Don't worry about those missed opportunities. Don't worry about them closed doors or windows or whatever. What's yours will get to you eventually. All right. And one of the things that they talked about was, flooding the market, right? Working smarter, not harder. So automating your posts if you have to, pre-recording episodes if you have to, instead of going live all the time, you can pre-record your lives. So that way it frees up your time so that you can do other things. If you have other meetings, you can schedule your posts out, you can schedule your lives out, you can, so that way you can do everything that you need to do and you're not boggled down. Something that I used to do when I first started was I was going live all the time. I didn't have time for anything else. I wasn't scheduling anything. I wasn't automating anything. And it really burnt me out because I was doing it so much. And I wasn't just going live for like 20 minutes. It was like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours at a time. That takes a lot of time, especially if you have other priorities you have to do, other meetings to go to. If you have a 9 to 5, if you have another business, if you have things going on, that's going to take too much time. So just be mindful of that. Scope out some time to create content. So that's what I do. I pick a day where I go and create or find content. Then I do another day where I actually create how I want the content to look. And then I create the captions for it and things like that. So that way, when it's time to actually put it out there, everything is already created. All I have to do is put it in a post and send it out. All right. So again, figure out what your brand is, figure out your position, and figure out the products and services that you want to have. Define them, be specific so that you can start making money off of it, so people can recognize you for what you do. If you're great at singing, find some products that will showcase you singing. Maybe have merch wrapped around mics or wrapped around different things that's related to music. If you're a dancer, same thing. If you are a painter or drawer, you can have different objects for sale that you created. It could have been just been for yourself, but if you want people to see it, create some reels with the process. Put some music in the background, show the process. Maybe not the full thing, you can speed it up. You know how people do with the hair tutorials, talk in the background, whatever it is that works for you. Make it to where people are appealed, to where you are grabbing their attention so that they know, if I need something like this, I can go to this person. If I need that, I can go to that person, right? But be specific. But if you want to monetize your craft this year, make sure to be intentional. Start going live, start automating your posts, post at least 3 times a day to start off. And then once you have built up that momentum, you can scale it back a little bit. You can go even further. Go live at least once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. If you want to do every single day for 30 days as a challenge, do what's best for you and your schedule. Don't burn yourself out, okay? All right, but figure out what you want to sell, what you want to give. Give announcements ahead of time. Listen, starting this month, we're going to be doing 15% off. We're going to be selling this, that, and the third. Figure out what works for you. All right, so that is pretty much all that I have. I hope everyone had got something from this. And if there's something that you've done that helped you, definitely tell us, let us know. But, we do Meeting of the Minds one Monday a month, and we focus on everything from art to business to self and everywhere in between. If you're interested in participating, if you're interested in hosting or creating the topic for the month, definitely connect with us. We also have Q&A Wednesdays, one Wednesday a month, which will be later on. We pose a question. We have Freestyle Fridays and so much more. We have our podcast, Intellect's Place for Entrepreneurs. We have books, we have merch, we have voiceover options, we have promo options, and so much more. But if you want to stay up to date on all things Intellects, make sure to go to intellects.com so that you can find out everything that we have going on. We appreciate all of our supporters, all of our subscribers. Make sure to subscribe to our email list. It's free $99, our YouTube channel, as well as our app, the Artrepreneurs Hub. You can go right to intellects.com, click on join our app, or you can go to our Linktree link, and it gives you the option to join our app there. If you are a member and you are paying our member fee, you have all-inclusive perks to our app, the Artrepreneurs Hub. And if not, make sure to upgrade. All right, we have a lot of options that's affordable for your pockets, okay? Because we don't want to break them over here. All right, but I thank you so much for tuning in to this month's Meeting of the Minds. Make sure, if you have not, to start monetizing your craft. And if you have, let's scale it up this year. All right, well, that's all the time that I have for you. I hope you all have an amazing day and an awesome rest of your week. Until next time. Intellects here, and welcome to Intellects Artrepreneur Agency, the Indeed for Artists. If you want to be a part of the intellectual community, check us out. We have so much going on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and everywhere in between. And we even got our own app, okay? So make sure to check us out. Go to intellects.com. Go to our link tree. Look us up on social media at so that we can best serve you. All right, we thank you so much for being a part of our vision. You know, we appreciate you, and we wouldn't be here without all of our amazing subscribers and supporters. Don't forget to sign up for the talent show every month, and someone always leaves with the prize. And don't forget to take advantage of all of our special offers, our events, our merch, our resources, our referrals, because we are here to serve you, okay?